You're watching CES Live, powered by Ustream.tv, the most powerful way to stream live video, and by NewTek, makers of the TriCaster family of broadcast and streaming systems. And now, CES Live.
Hey everyone, I'm Rene Ritchie. We are back at CES Live.
I'm John P.
And we are continuing our series of outstanding, exceptional, and amazing guests.
If we do say so ourselves.
We are saying so ourselves. And with us today we have Bob from BenQ. Am I saying it right? Is it BenQ?
BenQ.
Awesome, I was nervous about that.
It's not BenQ. Some people think maybe it's like BenQ, like you run it all together, but it's BenQ.
BenQ, like in IQ.
Like in IQ.
Is that why you are the smartest of these sorts of technologies available today?
We wouldn't quite make that claim, but
I'm doing it for you.
But if we're doing it, you're not going to argue with it, right?
we're not going to argue.
Awesome.
So I see a projection device there, and I've been a long fan of your projectors because you do really, really great quality that doesn't make me mortgage my house.
Yes.
So what is this one?
So BenQ has been taking a very innovative approach to how we're designing and purpose-building products. So one of the things that we've done for this CES is build products around the concept of a cloud.
Okay.
And most people don't think about the cloud in terms of a monitor or a projector. But we've introduced a couple of products that are very innovative and very unique in the industry.
So are you tying into the cloud?
We are
so we
tying
can put
into
our
the cloud.
stuff there and then project right off the cloud?
Exactly.
That's crazy talk.
I don't have to run a giant box sticking into this thing?
Well, so it's we derive this from gaming. You know, BenQ now has the dominant brand in gaming monitors. We have gamers all over the world using this. We've done the big tournaments and got players like we're going to have Justin Wong, the world's best virtual fighting player, in the booth on Thursday. So if you guys want to come and get your heads beat,
get your butt kicked, you can go right there.
And he's going to be working on the new BenQ RL2460 monitor.
Nice.
And it's designed around the PS4 and Xbox platforms because we did the MLG events all last year. We talked to thousands of console players, and one of the things these console player guys do is they stream, just like you're doing.
Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly.
So we're announcing the first console monitor. It's got the Ferrari speed that the console guys have to have, and Justin Wong needs to have a Ferrari in order to be able to do his moves properly, and the Call of Duty guys as well, and they play him in the tournaments.
And they can make use of that speed.
Absolutely.
They can make use of that speed, but what they really agonize over is when they stream, because
it gets all laggy.
It gets a little
stuff like
laggy.
that.
Latency and
So we took their feedback. We have an HDMI out monitor on the monitor to stream
Pass it right
from
through.
the monitor.
That is awesome.
Brilliant.
So any 14-year-old Call of Duty hero guy can just simply attach his streaming box, like what you guys have here, and or other ones.
Go at it.
And go at it and build his Twitch community, build his YouTube community, build that without having to worry about losing the match, and of course losing his brand reputation at the same time. So even a boring monitor that is now cloud enabled.
So let me ask you a question. If you have essentially HDMI output pass-through capability on that monitor, does that mean if you wanted a different application, you could just take multiple monitors and string them together so you could have, I mean, I know they're going to have the same thing, but if you wanted the same display in multiple places, could you just go out from one HDMI into the other?
Exactly.
How many times could you do that? Could you do it with like 5 or 10?
I don't know, it's an engineering sample in the
Yeah.
booth, so I haven't looked at it yet.
Okay. That's awesome though, that's great. You don't have to go through all kinds of splitters and stuff because it's built into
daisy
the
chain them
monitor.
right along.
Yeah.
Right.
So how does that factor in with the projectors?
So as we took the concept of the cloud and we said, okay, what about out? Well, projectors are pretty boring for the most part. I mean,
Geeks love them.
Geeks
Yeah.
love them, but you know, normal people, they think they're a little bit boring, but some of us are cord cutters, I being one of them.
I'm a cord cutter too.
I cut my cord this year. And of course, we like, well, one of the things you learn is that you don't have to be attached to the cable box, but maybe you don't have to have the TV anywhere you want. So what we did at BenQ is we built a cloud projector.
Sounds crazy.
This is a GP20 LED powered projector, but it is purpose-built around a cloud model.
So are you telling me that like this thing hops on my Wi-Fi or something and then pulls content down?
Right here is what looks like a normal, boring little HDMI port. But it is a powered MHL port designed around a Roku or a Chromecast or whatever the next cloud paradigm is. You simply take this put your Roku stick in there, plug it in, and now you've got your Netflix and Hulu anywhere.
Nice.
Yes. So I cut the cord too. I've been doing that for a year. All my stuff just comes right off of the internet, and I still have to have all this infrastructure to support it. The cord is not really cut. It's just the cord into my house that got cut.
Right.
But with this, the other cords are gone?
The other cords are gone. You basically plug it in, so you need an AC adapter, and then point it anywhere. It's got 700 lumens. So it's instant on, instant off. You literally push the button, and it
in the
goes
bathroom.
In the bathroom.
In the living room, the kitchen.
Can you imagine that in the bathroom?
It's Vegas.
Why not?
Not easily.
Why wouldn't you do that? I had not thought about that before, but now I'm going to go home and put one in my bathroom. What else do we have on the back of this? There's an SD slot?
There's an SD slot.
Is that so that I could put what can I play directly off of an SD card?
Well, for example, if you were storing this video that we're doing here on SD and you wanted to see it projected and look like at it, you just simply pull the card out, stick it in here, and you don't have to worry about all the cabling and everything like that. A lot of photographers like this because they'll do a photo shoot, stop, and they'll want to look at this on a large scale screen, particularly if it's being used in a large print application. So there's a lot of things that creative people have started to do with this, and we've been looking at the different uses of a projector. You know,
I've seen fitness companies where they just have a continual video of what they do inside playing on the projector, and all it has is a little card on it powering it.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah. That's nice. Let me ask you a rather strange question about this, but I have a reason for it. How's the power consumption on this device? How much power does it really need? And the reason I ask is because what if you wanted to take one of these projectors like somewhere and use it with a screen, like in a park or in a, I don't know,
party?
Could you power it off of like a battery backup or something, you know? Because I mean, it's 700 lumens, that's plenty of brightness to
Plenty
do
of
it.
brightness.
But I know that the more lumens you have, the more power it typically takes to project it.
So we're looking at a battery pack for this. You know, I've got a lot of space down here to be able to do things with. We did on our last purpose-built projector that was, you know, using LED technology. It was the GP2, and it was around the iPhone.
Yeah.
And before Apple changed the connector, and so we did have a small battery pack on there that gave you about 3 hours. So,
but that one also was lower lumen.
It was lower
right?
lumens.
Yeah.
So it's 700. It's kind of right there, right?
Yeah.
So
that's about where it becomes usable. You know, if you had 2,000, it'd be wonderful, but then it would just suck juice out of the wall. I'm sure. You know, so.
So we haven't announced a battery pack,
okay.
But stay tuned.
But there may
we like your idea.
Okay, all right.
So we like your idea.
What about the other end? What are you pushing out? What's the resolution?
So on the other end, this is a HD resolution. So it's 720p. Everything is, of course, has the copy protection algorithms in there, so you can use your content from your iPad and everything like that. It's got audio integrated as well, which, while it won't light up your home theater room in the same sort of thing that you get from your black metal box, it will light up a dorm room and sound up a dorm room very, very well.
Corporate boardroom?
Corporate boardroom, yeah.
And you could always use some Bluetooth speakers
Yep.
to go with it, which is actually what we did. We've got right over there, we're using some speakers here from Samsung, and they work well.
So you just take your Samsung speakers and tie it into the output there, and voila,
You're good to
you've
go.
got
You can do that, yep.
powered things.
And you
So-
still have the trusty VGA for the corporate types. You're not letting them behind.
Exactly, so that's our legacy piece. So what's interesting though is that a lot of people who are cord cutters or people who have never thought of a projector before get very excited because they've always had to make trade-offs before. And this is just small enough to where it can fit in the briefcase, it's light enough, and it's $700, it's relatively inexpensive. And I can literally put up an 80-inch screen, you know, in a room with some light in it,
Yep.
and it looks like pretty much a compelling TV.
And
All right, before we spend all our time on that, because we only got like 2 minutes left, you mentioned the keyword light. You
Yes.
also brought something else with you today. I have never seen anything like that. It is a light, but okay.
it looks like Cylon technology to me.
It looks like a big kind of U-shaped thing, but that's not what it looked like a minute ago.
No, it didn't, because I can
Wow. Oh my
twist it.
I just had a snake reaction to that.
So this is the Kiz Design Hatha lamp. And you've never heard of Kiz Design, but it's the Q of BenQ, and we actually have some of the world's best industrial designers.
It's rubberized.
It's rubberized.
It feels really
so you have
nice.
to
It's
feel
soft
this.
touch.
And it's got a tiny little. Well,
It's got an 8-watt LED light.
and it's got a little button right here. You just tap that button, and
It's dimmable.
Oh, did it like turn off really slowly?
It did indeed.
Oh, nice. You just hold it to dim it?
Exactly.
You just hold it on and it dims up and down kind of
And
thing?
it's easy to use, as you clearly demonstrated.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, I'd never seen it before, but I figured it out.
And the shape is so Cobra.
The shape is inspired by the spine.
It is.
So it actually has a metal spine inside, and this is the special texture of a material
Holds
that
its
we...
shape very well.
It's shaped, and you can, of course, make it into whatever shape that you want.
So are these all, this is a desktop kind of lamp, I can tell, and I have lots of questions. How much, when? Also, is there going to be any taller version of it in case you wanted something to match it?
Yes, so as part of our Kids Design launch, we have about 40 different designer lamps ranging from, this is our entry level at $400, and all the way up to floor lamps that are at $2,400. So you might find these competitive with the Herman Miller line.
Yep.
You will find these, for example, they are in Boston, for your Boston listeners, at the Modus store. You can go there and see that. So we've got different shapes, colors. Some look like coral reefs. This is one of
Very
three
organic.
major desk lamps that we have. This is called Hatha. Last year we launched one with worldwide that won the Men's Journal's Perfect Product of the Year called the B Light, which is an aluminum light that folds flat that looks like it would fit right next to your Porsche desk very well.
I was going to say it reminds me of Porsche design.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, our designer did work at Porsche.
Oh, well, that
So
makes sense.
I want to
then.
wear it around CES as a hat.
So this is
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful lamp. It appeals to the tech-oriented guy, and with the ability, your board guys are going to love this because it throws out only 8 watts of power,
Yeah.
but it lights up a broad area. And as you saw, you can twist it.
You can put it exactly
and-
where you need it.
And put it exactly where you
Yeah.
need it, and have something that looks cool, that makes a statement. Because we think about style in the devices that we hold and in many ways, but most of us have very boring desk lamps.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Kids Design is your solution to that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing us all the goodies, and you guys, thanks so much for joining us. Please stick around. We've got a lot of continuing coverage here coming out of CES Live. Be right back with more of it.